Good afternoon, Ravi.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ravi.
Yeah, hi guys. Good afternoon. Let's start our session now, guys. So yesterday we stopped the session in here itself only, right? To understand, today let's understand what is that? What is Angular, right? What is Angular now? So now let's start our session now, guys. Okay, so fine now. So today we will understand Angular. What is Angular? What is Angular now? Okay, so today we will discuss about that. What is that? So the same only, guys. Okay, same whatever things we discuss about that, Angular JS, same things will be here also, right? Same things will be there, but the thing is some extra things will be. We will find what is the some extra things now. Voice is breaking. My voice is breaking, guys. Please confirm it.
In between
Yes, sir.
sometimes.
Okay, 1 minute. Just I'm changing my network. Yeah, guys, just confirm it now.
Fine, Ravi.
Okay, so okay, same things, right? So who's the Angular is now here? What is that? Angular is a developer platform now, right? We concluded one thing. What is that? Angular is what? Angular is developer platform, right? So Angular is an what is that? Open source and a cross platform developers platform designed by what is that? Google team, right? Google, right?
Yes.
Google. And who's the maintaining Angular now?
Large community of developers.
Large community of individuals and organizations, right?
Yes.
So now, okay, fine, guys. Okay, so here what is that? Angular is an open source, right? Open source, and what is that? Cross platform developer platform designed by what is that? Google. Designed by what is that? Google. Designed by Google. And what is that? Who's the maintaining now? Who's the maintained by?
Large community.
Yes, maintained a large community, right? Community of what? Individuals and organization. Organization, right? So now, guys, so we seen that, right? But the thing is now our Angular is supporting what is that? Our Angular is not supporting what? JavaScript, right? JavaScript. Our Angular is supporting what is that? TypeScript, right? Come on. Our Angular
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
our Angular JS is supporting what is that? TypeScript. But what is that? Our Angular framework is supporting what? Our Angular framework is supporting what is that? TypeScript, right? TypeScript, which is what is the totally OOP based concept, which is completely what is that? OOP language, right? TypeScript is what is that, guys? Totally OOP based language, TypeScript, right? So and which our JavaScript not a OOP based, guys. Okay, OOP is that is a procedural based language. Clear? So
Yes, sir.
Angular is what is that? TypeScript script based, TypeScript based, right? Which is an complete OOP language. OOP language, right? OOP language. And what is that? And Angular support what? Several framework, guys. Okay, our what is that? Angular is supporting what is that? Several framework, like what is that? Apache Cordova, native script, Ionic internally, right? To performing what is that? Different things, right? Please switch off your camera. Somebody switch on their camera now. Please switch off your camera now. It's occupying my screen, right? Okay, so now seem like, guys, what is that? Our Angular see, our Angular framework is supporting our Angular support what is that? Several frameworks, right? Which are even used to what is that? Build cross platform and mobile application, right? Application. The framework, those framework are, right? Those framework, right? The framework name I'm giving, right? The framework included, right? Include what is that? Like Apache Cordova, right? Cordova. Okay, you want to see this one now? Our Angular framework internally using what is that? These frameworks now, guys. Okay, these frameworks to build our what? Better application, right? So now Apache Cordova. Yeah, first one. Apache Cordova. For what is that? To develop which kind? Apache, using the Apache Cordova framework, which kind of application we can do? Mobile application, right? And internally our Angular framework also using what is that? Internally our Angular framework also using what is that? Cordova, right? Cordova. Now another framework also internally our what? Angular is using native script. Okay, you want to see this one also? Let's see that. Native script, right? Native script. Let's see that. Native script. Now native script, right? What is that? Empower of JavaScript with what is that? Native API library you're developed by your what is that? Platform directly without leaving your of a JavaScript, right? Without leaving of what is that? Your JavaScript, and it's supporting what is that? JavaScript, TypeScript, Angular framework, and this is the Vue framework, and a React, and these symbols I don't know.
React.
I know these symbols, right? I know these symbols. So choose the flavor you love. Means what is that? Whatever flavor you want, you can choose. Means what is that? Here we won't need to choose it. Here our Angular framework internally using that, right? Now another one, what is that? Another one is, what is that? Ionic. Ionic framework, or Ionic, right? Ionic also using, what is that? This is also one of the framework our Angular is using internally, right? Now let's see that. Ionic. Now Ionic framework, right? So using the Ionic framework, right? Ionic framework also we can build, what is that, mobile application, as well as what is that, web application also, right? As well as what is that, web application also. And what is that, it's supporting cross platform, right? Class platform and some React, Angular or Vue, right? This kind of framework also is using, what is that, internally. What is that? Ionic, right? Using Ionic framework, what is that, which kind of application we can develop it now? An open source mobile UID toolkit for building modern, high quality, cross platform mobile application, right? A single code based. Clear, friends? So
Yes, Ravi.
so our Angular framework is internally, what is that, supporting, what is that, these many multiple framework, just these many framework, just I list out it, friends. Okay, so etc, and what is that, and also support, what is that, and also support our Spring framework, what is that, like MVC, MVP and MVVM, right? So now, and also support Angular supports what is that, various framework, right? Framework to control application, right? Application, we seen that, right? So whenever we are using application flow, like what is that, like okay, like what is that, MVC, MVVM, and what is that, MVPM. Okay, MVPM. Internally, these what is that, to controlling our to controlling Pramod,
Sorry, sir. Just
mute yourself. Mute.
actually the phone.
Okay, I will mute you. Right? MVC, MVVM, and MVPM, using these things, right? These things, our Angular is internally. See, what is that? Everyone know that MVC, right? Like if you are developing Java, if you are the Java developer, Spring MVC is there, na? If a Python developer is there, for them Django MVC is there, right? Django is, what is that, MVC only. If the .NET developer, means what is that, ASP.NET framework is there, right? That is also MVC only, right? So same like our Angular also supporting, what is that, like this, to control our application flow, right? To control our application flow, like it's using, what is that, MVC, MVVM and MVPM, right? Don't worry about these things, guys. Okay, our Angular total discussion will be there on these things only, right? These things only. So hey, what's happening today, yaar? Naga Lakshmi. Only Sandeep and Pankaj. If these two people are unmuted, they are showing that just discipline. Except that other people every time doing the nonsense only, right? Because of your disturbance, whole sessions is disturbing, guys. Okay, that's why I'm saying that please maintain the discipline. Sit in the room, right? Whenever you guys are attending the session. Now, okay, leave it. So now, like this, what is that, to controlling, what is that, application flow, our Angular is supporting mod, our Angular is supporting, like what is that, MVC, MVVM and MVP, right? So now except that what is that our Angular support, what is that various framework for what is that testing also, right? Our Angular framework, if we want to perform some testing inside that, what is that testing in the Angular component, so our Angular is providing some facility to take the help of these like a external framework, testing framework, and utilize this, right? So Angular support various framework for what is that, for testing, right? Testing like let's write like this only, right? Like what is that, Jasmine, like Jasmine, right? Karma, right? And what is that, protector, protector, right? Okay, protector, right? Protector, like that. Multiple framework also supporting our what is that, our Angular framework, guys. Okay, Angular framework, like, and what is that, what is the extra things, right? What is the more extra things? Because see, our Angular JS also supporting these things internally, right? So what is the more extra things our Angular is supporting,
Yes,
right? Extra things our Angular is supporting, right? So now our Angular framework is what is that, our Angular is what is that, modular based, right? Modular framework, right? Modular framework. And what is that, and what is that, and Angular support what is that, Angular support what is that, differential loading, guys. Don't worry, I will tell what is the differential loading, right? So differential right? Spelling is not wrong, right? DEFFEREN, I think correct, right? Spelling is correct, or differential, DEFFERE, sorry, DI, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Everything else is same.
okay, differential loading, right? It's supporting what is that, differential loading. And compared to Angular JS, right? Compared to Angular JS, our Angular faster. Angular is what is that, more faster, right? More faster. You can say, guys, okay, Angular compared to Angular JS, our Angular is what is that, 10 times faster than what is that, Angular JS, right? 10 times. Don't worry, I will show each and everything as a practical, guys. Okay, 10 times faster than our Angular JS. Our Angular is what is that, 10 times faster, right? 10 times, not a 1 or 2 and 3 times, 10 times faster than Angular JS, right? Now okay, so now Angular is what is that, is a lightweight, guys. Okay, lightweight means what, it's a consuming less memory. It's consuming what is that, less memory, right? Less memory. Okay, so now let's understand what is that, what is the modular based, guys. Okay, what is the modular based? Okay, just I'm giving what is that, let's see that. Okay, so this is our what is that, libraries are there. Okay, Angular library, just assume that this is what is that, libraries is there. In this library, what is that, multiple services is there. Just assume that 5 services are there. Okay, just assume that in this library, what is that, 5 services is there, right? 5 services is there. I'm comparing, right? 5 services, right? 5 services is there. Okay, so here what is that? What will happen now? You want to use it, right? One service using what is that? Angular JS framework. I'm talking about that Angular JS framework, right? So Angular JS framework. Then what will happen now? What will happen now? This total library, if you want to use only one services, right? Only one services means what is that? Total 5 services will load here, right? Then total library will load, total library will load, total library will loaded, right? Loaded. After then what is that? After then if this total library is loaded in our application, right? In our application now in application, then what is that? If we are using that, right? And what is that? What is that? In our application we need just only what is that? One services. We need what is that? Only one services, guys. Okay, we need what is that? Only one services in our what is that? Application. In our application, only what is that? One service we need. Okay, one service we need. But what is that? What is that? Here what happened now? What happened now? See this. What is that? Five services is loaded in the application. That is the what is that? What do you think? What do you think? It's memory wastage is there or not? Unnecessary. Just we need what is that? Only one services. For that,
Yes, sir.
5 to 5 services is loaded in our project, right? Then what is the use? What is the use? Means what is that? Means what is that? Because of like what is that? For unused library is loaded. Because of that, our application performance will reduce or not?
Yes, sir.
So that is
Yes.
that is called what is that? Legacy. That is called what is that? Legacy. Legacy means what is that, friends? Old, right? Legacy. Legacy. That is called
Old
what is
one.
that?
Yes, sir.
Legacy model. Now after then what is that? Whenever they introduce what is that? Angular framework, right? Whenever they introduce Angular framework, in this time what is that? If you just assume that in your application 5 services is there, right? And if you want to use only just what? Only one services, right? So what will happen now? In the Angular, right? The Angular will load what is that? Only one services to your application, right? In your application, what is that? Only one services will load, right? Only one services will load, and that model, right? That model will give the services to what is that? Your application. Just see this, because just on demand your application, on demand your Angular framework is giving the services. Means what is that? If four model is not loading, just only one model, which model you needed, right? Which model you needed. So if comparison will happen, then what is that? If only one model is there, means it will take less memory or not, friends? If the memory is less, then our application will perform more or not? Our application
Yes, sir.
will
It perform.
right?
Yes.
If our application is taking what is that? Less memory, then what is that? By default our application performance will increase, right? Come on.
Yes, sir.
Right? So this is what is that? This is the Angular style. Now this is Angular style, and this is what is that? Angular JS style. Angular JS style, right? So now in the Angular JS, what is the total library is loading now, friends? Okay, and in Angular, what is that? On demand the library is loading, right? If in the library, what is that? If you need only one module only will load our Angular framework, right? Now okay, so but don't think, okay, and totally different. Angular JS is totally different, and Angular is totally different, because Angular is like built on the top of what is that? TypeScript, and Angular JS is built on the top of what? Top of what is that? JavaScript, right? JavaScript. So with all ability, friends, right? With all ability, our Google. So Google release Google release released, right? Released, what is that? Angular in what is that? In 2014. Angular released in what is that? 2014, and named given, right? Named it as what is that? Angular, right? Angular, okay, named given Angular 2, okay, Angular 2. So now, okay, please keep in the brain, guys, okay? So now Angular JS, right? Angular JS 1.x, right? 1.x till 1.x, whatever version or major and minor version is there, that is called what is that? Angular JS. And what is that? Angular 2.2 what is that? This is less than or greater than symbol? Come on, please respond it, friends.
Greater than.
Greater than.
Means two, after 2 onward, whatever version is there, that version is called what is that? Angular. Means what is that? Before Angular means what is that? Before 2.x, right? 2.x, before 2.x, whatever version is there, those version is called what is that? Angular JS. And after 2 onward, whatever, like major, minor, till 14, right? Angular 14 now, like just released, what is that? Angular 14, right? 1 or 2 months back only. So till Angular 14, what is that? That is called what is that? Developer platform, right? Developer platform, Angular developer platform, that is called what is that? Angular. That is not Angular JS, right? Only 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.8, 1.9 till 9, right? What is that? 1.9 till 1.9 Angular JS. After then it became what is that? Angular 2, right? So from 2 onward it became just simple Angular. Clear, friends?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Clear.
now, okay. So if you are thinking about that, guys, okay, if you are thinking, what is that? Angular is what is that? Angular and Angular JS is same. No, Angular and Angular JS is what is that? Completely different, guys. Okay, Angular is what is that? Completely, right? Completely different, right? Completely different from what is that? Angular JS, right? Angular JS. So if freshers, just I'm saying that, guys, okay, if freshers is learning Angular, that is the good. And one more things, guys, okay, if the people is saying that, okay, I don't know JavaScript and I want to learn what is that? Angular framework. Who is the freshers, right? So you can learn, guys, okay, you can learn. But whoever really having the experience, like for the learning sake, there is no need to learn what is that. If you want to learn Angular, just simple Angular, I'm not talking about that Angular JS. If you want to learn Angular, then that is the fine, friends, okay, that is the fine if you don't know Angular, JavaScript. But the thing is, here you can learn, okay, don't scare, right? Because clearly whatever things is there, guys, I'm awareing for that, okay. Nothing business is here, like nothing business is not doing, right? Because of that, whatever reality is there, that one I'm going to tell you, okay. Because in the market people is doing, okay, no need to learn JavaScript, okay, directly learn Angular, right? You will get the job. No, any experienced people is not entertaining like these people, guys, okay. So first of all, right, if you are the backend or front end developer, I don't care about that. If you are the backend developer, you must have the knowledge of what is that front end, like HTML and JavaScript. If you don't know Angular JS, that is fine. If you don't know React JS, that is fine. But if you don't know JavaScript, means what is that? You are making the fool. means no real people want to entertain such kind of person, guys. Okay, no one want to entertain such kind of person. First of all, if you are if you are thinking about to becoming web developer, right, without HTML or JavaScript, don't think at all, right? So the thing is, guys, if anybody want to learn in like JavaScript later, that is the fine, that is the good things. Okay, but if you and if here in the Angular also no need Java, right? No need JavaScript, guys. Okay, no need JavaScript, but you need to plan in the future, learn JavaScript, because no, you have the ability, but you cannot get that much ability to build what is that good web application. If you don't know JavaScript, you won't having that much ability to develop what is that good web application. So plan accordingly, guys. If you get the chance, don't worry, if I get the chance, I only teach the JavaScript. I will only start the JavaScript. Okay, but the things I don't know when I will start, because after these sessions, right, I have so many sessions to take. Like what is that? People are demanding design pattern. People is demanding design pattern, right? So I will think about that, and people is demanding React JS also, right? So I can think about in these area, guys. Okay, but if you are getting somewhere, if you are getting somewhere chance, guys, okay, somewhere chance, okay, I'm not saying I will only teach, because if you like